who've had this opportunity for the last 51 years. I was 5 years old when Title IX was passed. My entire life and everything I've gotten to do is because of Title IX. As a two-sport D1 athlete who received scholarship money, to becoming a mother of four and supporting my four children through their athletic abilities and activities, and then to be able to coach for 27 years as a women's lacrosse coach, to teach and to be an instructor. My life's passion has been supporting women and girls throughout this entire time. I am so proud of everyone who was here today and the committee, and all I can say is thank you to everyone who was there to listen, to speak up, and to support women and girls. And I will end this by just saying what I heard at the end, which is, I am woman, hear me roar, you cannot cancel us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Now I'd like to turn the mic over to my friend, Nancy Mace.
Thank you. I want to thank Lisa McLean for putting this together and bringing awareness to this issue that the far left is trying to take away women's rights. I want to thank my colleagues, men and women alike tonight, for being here and supporting us. As a woman who has broken glass ceilings over the years in South Carolina, first as the first woman to graduate from the Citadel, the Military College of South Carolina, I support all women who are fighting for their right to fair competition. I would have been devastated if a man pretending to be a woman would take the claim of first female graduate of the Citadel in 1999, which, by the way, 25-year anniversary next year. It is shameful that so many of my colleagues on the left want to deny the rights of women. They want men, biological men in women's locker rooms. And you heard Riley Gaines tonight say that she is transphobic because she doesn't want a man with a penis in her locker room. Women are already vulnerable before they ever step into that locker room, and we should not be subjugating them to that cruel and unusual punishment at any age. My youngest just turned 14. Just a few months ago, I took her on a little shopping spree, and it was a man dressed as a woman putting my underage daughter into a dressing room. The look on my daughter's face was appalling. But that is what the left is doing to young women, underage women, everywhere across the country. It is disgusting, and it has got to stop. I also want to say that to all those who are breaking glass ceilings that have been shattered by women in sports through the years, this cannot continue, and I support my colleagues who are doing the right thing tonight, like Lisa McLean and others. Thank you.
Thank you. And that is why it's so important that we sign my bill, my piece of legislation that actually protects women in women's sports. Please, if you care about women, if you care about your daughters and your sisters and your nieces and your granddaughters, we must sign this piece of legislation to protect women in women's sports. And with that, I'd like to turn the mic over now to Russell Fry. You're welcome.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you for having the hearing today. You know, it's remarkable to see the bravery of people who come in to the Congress despite the criticism, despite the noise, despite the threats, but they come in to speak truth. And the truth is that it is both sad and predictable that an administration that cannot define what a woman is now seeking to destroy women's sports. And states have really led on this. This is an issue that unites Republicans, Democrats, and independents until you get across the Potomac, where there seem to be divisions. 70% of the American people support keeping sports as it is without mixing them to the extent that they're being right now. And so states have led on this. Several states have gone through this within their legislatures. They are listening to their constituents. They are listening to the people on the ground, fathers, mothers, daughters who play sports. They are listening, and we should do the same. Chair McLean has a great bill this Congress should take seriously, and it should not divide us. It should not be a Republican versus Democrat. This should be about common sense, because that's what this is, and thank you for your leadership on this. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to my good friend from the great state of New York, Mr. Nick Langworthy.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Chairwoman McLean, for spearheading this effort and bringing this legislation forward, and to be joined by people like Coach Russell and Riley Gaines today. I think it was very inspirational and helped to tell this story. It is shocking that in 2023, when we've spent decades fighting for women's rights and parity in women's sports, that we are undermining that progress by allowing biological males to infiltrate these women's sports. I mean, this is an incredibly important piece of legislation. I'm proud to be an original co-sponsor of Chairwoman McLean's legislation that would actually stand and protect it. The American people, they understand it. Between 65 and 70% of the American people want to stand strong and stand tall with our female athletes. And this Congress is full of parents and grandparents that want to support our young female athletes and let them chase their dreams, let them, see the fruits of their labor and their hard work and determination without having someone cheat to win. God bless you, Chairwoman McLean. Thank you, Riley, for your courage, and let's keep going here.
Absolutely.
Again, thank you all for being here this evening. This is an extremely important issue, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.